Thousands of industries across the world have started consulting with artificial intelligence, or AI, to help get better, quicker, and let's face it, more reliable results. Could golf be doing the same when it comes to course management, caddying, and let's face it, all things results? In this video, I'm going to consult with artificial intelligence to choose every single club in my round of golf and see just how I can play, before I get a club, I better consult RoboCaddy, as I've now christened them. Hole 1, par 4, driver. Start your game off with a powerful drive down the fairway. Well, RoboCaddy, I can try my best. All sounds pretty good. Let's see what plan we get going. 7-iron for your approach shot to get closer to the green, followed by pitching wedge. Your final shot, use the pitching wedge to loft the ball onto the green. I get a feeling this is going to be quite interesting and also quite fun. You see, for me, this could almost be like randomizing your practice, but just taking out a little bit of the randomization and consulting artificial intelligence, or AI. Let's see how it goes. Right, first hole, par 4, driver just over the corner. Okay, that's a pretty solid start in all fairness. I would usually hit driver on here, so it's not changed the game plan too much. 7-iron in from there though, could prove to be interesting. Right, so we've had a strong, powerful drive down the fairway, so that is box 1 ticked. Now I'm guessing it's wanting me to birdie this opening hole with a pitching wedge on the 3rd shot. I have gone through the rest of the holes and it does start to get a little bit spicy actually. It does start to make a little bit of sense. The reason why I'm doing this, guys, is, okay, I thought we'd hit the fairway. That's actually gone a little bit left, maybe it was too far. But I think this could be a great way of learning how to play different shots, learning how to cope with different scenarios, and basically having a little bit more fun when you're out here playing by yourself on holes that you know very well. If you'd like to see me do this over 9 holes, over 18 holes on a championship golf course, guys, throw a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and subscribe. I better get my 7-iron out because my club has already been chosen. We've got quite a long way here actually. I'm just going to hack at this. Hopefully have a good shot in with that pitching wedge. Can't say I'd usually be thinking of using a pitching wedge after this, but we'll go with it. It's sat down quite a bit. That'll be good. That's as good as I can hit. Is it long though? Sit! 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 Please sit. I can still see it, so that's a good sign. Pitching wedge. That'll be interesting from there. See if we can make par. See, that was actually quite a good shot. I don't think I'd normally hit a 7-iron there. I think I would have gone with a little bit more, but then because it was in the rough, we got a little bit of a flyer lie, and that helps quite a lot. Okay, we're using pitching wedge next. I'm sticking with the caddy for now. But it didn't say, did it say anything about the putter? We'll take the putter. Now, there may be a lot of people saying, James, this is ridiculous. This is the most stupid video you've ever made. Okay, we have 15 feet on the opening hole for a birdie by following the advice of AI. Stupid. This would be quite remarkable. I'm obviously going to Texas wedge this. We don't need to chip it. What a shot that was from back there, by the way. Turn. Oh, good Lord. I mean, that is the most regulation of regulation pars you are ever going to see, albeit from the left-hand rough. Not a bad start. Let's move on to hole number 2 and we'll consult RoboCaddy. Okay, so we got through the first hole relatively unscathed. What does RoboCaddy, or AI, say I should do on this second hole, par 5? 3-wood. 3-wood on a par 5. Begin with a confident swing of the 3-wood to get distance off the tee. Second shot, 5-iron, use the 5-iron to advance the ball down the fairway. Third shot with a 9-iron, use a 9-iron, aim closer to the green and set up your approach shot. The 4th shot, we are using a sand wedge. We're not even on the green at this point. If your approach shot lands in a bunker, and they're already thinking I'm going to be in a bunker. Incredible. Employ the sand wedge to escape out onto the green. 5th shot, putter, finish the hole by sinking the putt with your trusty putter. Not how I would dream it up, but we'll go with it. Why do I feel like AI has seen me before and recommends I should play fairly conservatively? Right, we are actually into the wind on this par 5 as well. That certainly isn't going to help us. It's almost like AI didn't predict the weather. Really? Caddies should know the weather, especially ones that are going to take over the world. Okay, I must admit that's a fairway hit, and I have been known to lose the occasional golf ball on this hole, although I think we're going to have a long way in. Certainly no complaints about that strike though. Yes, please. And in fairness, I must admit, in some kind of perverted way, I am quite enjoying this because I don't have to think for myself, which I quite enjoy. I think it is quite interesting how much depth I could have got into on the AI chat as well. Should I have told them I'm a pro? Should I have told them what clubs I use? Should I have told them what the weather's like? I mean, you can't really predict it because I put it in this morning before I got here. So they had to do all the research kind of sort of in milliseconds. I mean, I must admit, in fairness, that ain't a bad tee shot. Like, I'm okay with that. 5-iron then 9-iron might prove to be a slight issue because I think 5-iron probably gets us within maybe 100 yards. It's going to have to be a little chippy 9-iron, and the fact we have to use sand wedge for the second shot, well, could prove quite interesting. And you see, the target of this is to shoot as low a score as possible. So I'm thinking with my kind of challenge head on, do I punt this down there to around 140, leave myself a full 9-iron in, or do I play a little kind of working 9-iron at the end? So I'm actually having quite a bit of fun here, and I'm learning how to play different shots. You may think this video was stupid, but there might be something in it. I'm going to go a little chippy one, or do I get up there? We're into the wind. I'm just going to hit a nice one and see where I end up, and then go with it. Isn't it funny how when you're not really aiming at something, you always hit it nice and straight, and it bounces into the deep rough? Oh dear. I'm almost thinking, do I try and go along with AI's storyline and put it in a bunker now and make a miraculous up and down with my trusty putter? No, I don't think so. Okay, so we are quite a long way past where the ideal 9-iron would be. We could almost bypass that third one and go with the 56 from here. It is about that yardage, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to do what I've been told from the caddy, sort of. And realistically what I need to do here is land it short and release it on. So again, I'm kind of working on different shots. I've got around 100 yards. Come on. Release up. Go. Oh, this could be perfect, you know. That's just running out to the back of the green. It just ran out a little bit more than I wanted it to. We're in the rough, that's always going to happen. It is on the green though, so now I'm going to have to put with a sand wedge and then hold the trusty. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Just hope we've got the right club for the par 3 because I love that hole. Love it. Right, as you can see, we have found the green in regulation randomly, so I'm going to have to go with the sand wedge and then we're going to have to go with the putter. Hopefully we hole it with, I mean, it's not the most ideal of circumstances, but at least we're not in that bunker like AI said we would be. So negative all the time. Line it up as normal. And we'll play a bit of a Texas wedge down here. Imagine if this does work. Turn, turn. Oh, the pace was fantastic. Time for the trusty putter. Another par. Right, so far so good. Remember guys, we're going to try and break par in this video, so make sure you stick around, and spoiler alert, I have read a few of the holes coming up. Gets a little bit juicy, so imagination required. Right, next hole, par 3, we're going to hit a 6-iron. Not ideal for accuracy on this shorter par 3 hole. The second shot is going to be a pitching wedge. There's no hope of me hitting the green apparently here, is there? Set up a birdie opportunity with the second shot on a... Okay, this is where I think AI might not be as intelligent as it is artificial. But we'll stick with it. In fairness, we're into the wind and it's 170. You know what? I think this is actually the right club. I would have hit a 7 here and I bet I would have probably come short. Who's the unintelligent one now? And it is quite funny that, because this is my favourite hole on the golf course, but I've never really got that too many good memories on it. Probably because I don't hit the correct club. Right, 6. Again, I think it's just going to be like a little trapped one into the wind, try and keep it down on the flight, a couple of bounces, stop close to the flag, pitching wedge second shot, set up a birdie, par 3 with the putter. Cut, cut, cut. It was a beautiful flight. Cut. The strike was good. That's all we're going with, positive energy. Guys, the really interesting thing is for me here, I come out and play golf quite often on my own. I quite enjoy it. It's my kind of thinking time. It's my time away from everything else. If you want to spice things up a little bit, doing little things like this where you have to play different shots on holes that you know very well can spice it up just a little bit. Again, some people will say this video is stupid. Have some fun, why not? Now the really interesting point here is we have missed the green, and I probably would use a 60 degree here, but Chris would probably tell me to use less loft. I'm not sure he'd tell me to use a pitching wedge, but realistically here, it's not the worst shot you could play, is it? A little bump there, probably run it down, and then hopefully make par. One thing I'll say as well is we are flag high here, so club off the tee was correct. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. And yes, in all honesty, that is a shot I need to practice more. I need to get better at. I need to play more bump and runs around the greens, because that, although is not terrible, is leaving me to rely on my putter, and that should be more of a percentage play. Just outside right. Let's do this. Trusty putter. Keeps calling it the trusty putter, doesn't it? Obviously didn't watch my video from St Andrews a few weeks ago. I think I had about 40,000 putts and shot level par. Let's see how trusty it is over a little 10-foot right to lefter. Oh, she's trusty today. That was a gorgeous roll. Oh, I absolutely love the feedback on these Pix balls when you get a good roll. Level. Now, the further in this video we get, the more I think there's logic to this. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be doing it in the monthly medal or in a Stableford or if it counts at all, but I'm not thinking about the shot I'm playing whatsoever. I'm using my imagination a little bit more with the club I'm given. So far, it's hard to argue against it, isn't it? Next tee, what do we have in store? Oh no, what? This next hole is usually driver 8 iron, and it's got number 1, driver. Unleash your driver once again for a strong tee shot. I mean, okay, I can kind of get that. Second shot, 5 iron to navigate any obstacles and reach a favourable position. A favourable position, and then it wants me to hit an 8 iron to approach the green and set up your final shot, and again, finish the hole by sinking the putt with your putter. Okay. Fair to say we're getting a few curved balls thrown here. So we're going to employ a little bit of a different logic here. I'm going to smash this driver as far as I physically can. I'm going to tell the caddy to shut up. And then I'm going to use the 5 iron because I'm a good boy and I'm going to do what I was told. But I'm going to put it as close as I can, hold the putt with the 8 iron, and then we're 1 under with 1 to go. You get what I mean? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Part 1. Tick. Must admit, there's a kind of weird sense of pride that I'm stringing together these pars. Don't know what it is, but I'm enjoying myself. And in all honesty, there is a strong sense of are you enjoying yourself I get when playing golf, and more these little silly challenges that I do and that I see people do online makes me enjoy myself even more. And to be honest, when I see drives like that, I'm really, really enjoying myself. The problem now is I have to hit a 5 iron in from there and an 8 iron in from there. This could prove to get quite interesting. Guys, do not go anywhere and smash that subscribe button if you enjoy golf videos, because we are so close to 250,000 subscribers. I can taste it. I'd love you to be a part of it too. Right, I'd love to say that I knew what I was doing here, but this is a 5 iron from about 80 yards. Front of the green. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We'll put that back. Front of the green. Run up. That's probably not bad. I have got to chip with the 8 iron, but I've got loads of green to work with. Okay, it might not be the birdie that we wanted, unfortunately. That's probably the first shot where I'm like, really? But you would never play that, would you? You don't really need to learn how to do that shot. Imagination's great, but that was silly. Well, I'm not done bad. Maybe in a gale force wind. Positive again. It's again pretty flag high. So showing that the skills with the different lofts is paying off. 8 iron and putter. Come on, anything but another par or a bogey. Basically, I want to chip in. Again, this is a shot where a lot of tour players would choose a club like this from here, an 8-iron, a 9-iron pitching wedge, just to get the ball releasing up. This is much more a percentage shot than a 56 degree that I would normally play from this position. I'm learning from a computer. Come on, please. Oh, it's gone low. But it's a perfect example that for par with the trusty putter, yes please. Guys, 1 hole to go, we are level par. Can we get under par? It's all going to come down to the caddy, isn't it? And I suppose the idiot on the end of the clubs. Don't forget those. Please say we've got driver off the next tee, please. I've just seen it. I've just seen it. And just like that, my worst fears are imagined. 5th hole, par 4, 3-wood. Start with the 3-wood off the tee to set yourself up for a solid drive. 6-iron. Okay, that's not, I mean, that, yeah, okay, 6-iron, advance the ball towards the green. We're playing very defensive here. Very defensive. 3rd shot, gap wedge. I've no problem with that if I can get close to the green with the 6-iron and then a putter. We're playing for pars, aren't we? This is going to be some birdie if we can pull it off. But, got to do what the caddy says. And in total honesty, into the wind again here. Usually I would hit a driver and try and take those bunkers on. With 3-wood, we're not going anywhere near those bunkers. We're going to keep it in play just down the right side of the fairway. Again, who's to say that AI is wrong here? Especially when you're hitting tee shots like that. Oh, perfect. I mean, usually for me, if it's not a par 3, then it's driver off the tee. That's not proved to be the case today, but we haven't made any mistakes. Yet. That was a jinx. Could well prove to be a jinx. Guys, get in the comments below, would like to see me do this over 9 holes, over 18 holes, at a tour venue golf course perhaps. I think it's fun, I think it's interesting. I don't think, you know what, you can learn from it. You certainly can learn from it, because it's not like it's a randomizer, is it? It's not like a wheel of kind of different clubs. It's actually saying, right, do this and do that and this should work. Almost like Chris does. Oh. Right, you know what? I think a good 6-iron might well do it here. I think I'm going to have to catch all of it just to prove to you that I am actually hitting 6-iron here. Into the wind, we've got about, what am I saying? We've got no chance. It's nearly 200 yards. I'm going to try and get as far up there as I can. Flag's on the left. I'm going to play down the right, give myself plenty of chance with this gap wedge. Again, this is a very interesting logic of playing and a very tactical way of playing, not a way I would play before. And that's not up the right hand side either. Oh dear, that is in the left hand rough, and that is short-sided. We have to use a 50-degree wedge, not what dreams are made of, that one. Oh, idiot. I think if we would have struck it better, we may well have got there. But now we are kind of left with a rather difficult shot. I need to put that back because that's going to ruin that 6-iron on there. 50-degree. There. Interestingly, I brought all my clubs out today as well. Usually I only bring evens or odds out. So again, we've come out with a full set to try and complete this challenge. This is the shot again. This is the shot. Like the shot from back there was a hybrid or something to the middle of the green, but if you miss it short left here and you've not got a lot of green to work with, I would go 60 and try and land it. Whereas if we go 50, land it short and let it release, like that's well within tour average. That's about 10 feet. It's not ideal because that's for par, but we've done the mistake here. Don't make 2 in a row. I've also randomly left myself an uphill putt, which I very often fail to do. This is makeable, and this is for level par, using AI to choose my golf clubs. Quite the achievement. Probably one of my biggest achievements in my golfing career. Which doesn't really say much, but cometh the hour. Cometh the trusty putter. Oh! Damn it! Guys, that is 1 over par using AI to choose my golf clubs. Every industry in the world could well be going this way. Will golf caddying be doing so? I very much doubt it, but I've had fun trying out. Thank you guys, smash that subscribe button. I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. Don't be late. Goodbye.